Hello everyone, and welcome to Jumper Man Tech, where we specialize in HVAC. We do everything DIY, and today we have a service call that a packaged water source heat pump is making a lot of noise. Thank you to everyone tuning in to Jumper Man Tech. We have a service call that this Johnson Controls packaged water source heat pump is making noise. I feel like I do hear a bit of noise. This light here. I'm gonna open this up. I honestly shouldn't do this. Well, the fan is running, but I want to hear it. Oh yeah. Here's the other side. Thing's making a lot of noise. Look, when I push on it, it's a lot quieter. Watch me let go. Alright, something's definitely up. Let's go ahead and turn off the disconnect. Alright. A little bit of noise just from the belt there. Oh yeah. This belt, I got a little hard to see it from there. I'll take a picture, you guys can see, but this belt is done for sure. All right, so there are a couple ways to change belts. The quickest and the fastest way that honestly is not recommended, I'll just show you all quick. And this is honestly how like 95% of people do it. Just watch your fingers on this one. So you're gonna pull back and spin. Boom. It's off. Then to get it back on, I'm gonna start here on the motor pulley and just spin it. And that's how you would quickly change a belt. The proper way, because you could be stretching your belt out like this, you're gonna wanna adjust the motor bracket. Each one's slightly different, but in this case right here, as you can see, this can open or close. So you loosen up these two bolts, and you can, by moving it up or down, you're gonna be changing the tension. So the idea is to loosen up the tension, pull off the belt, put it on, and then tighten up the tension so where it's not too tight, and you'll be all right. Could anything be loose here? Why when I push this thing did something? The blade, could it be off balance? It's a little dirty, but nothing really that I would worry about. Let's try some new belts, we'll see what's up. As far as bearings, there's no Zerk fittings here. Let's see. Yeah, none that I see of. To grease that up, there's no grease tubes or anything to connect your grease gun. Let's start with some belts. Before I start, I'm just gonna mark where this was before. So I'm gonna mark this nut here, mark this nut here, so I have an idea more or less like how far we went. But I'll be able to adjust this based on tension. You don't want it too tight and you don't want it too loose, and we'll see what happens. And I took off this cover here. This is a dual voltage motor. What you can do is actually change the voltage from low or high based on this little plug. You pull it out and literally reverse it. And we just want to make sure everything's right here, because this building's full of hacks. And actually I could show you one right here. I was like, what the heck is that? Look at that little condensate switch. Why is that being held like that? You know what, listen, we're not in cooling season. It is what it is. They definitely need to do some maintenance here, but we're here for noise. We're here for noise, so let's see what we can do. Let's loosen this thing up and get started the proper way. Let me give you guys a close-up so you can actually see what I'm doing. So you guys can see there's a nut here and there's a nut here. These two are holding it tight. You loosen this up, you spin this down, and you do the same for that side. and then this plate can come down. Maybe we could actually leave this where it is. So let's see if we can do that. And hopefully it's easy. Nothing looks too rusted here. Let's give it a go. All right. Let's try to loosen that up. Also pay attention. This is our tension. Really, it doesn't come off too easy. You need to put some strength into it. Let's see. Loosen this up and see if it follows. Yes, it does. You see how it's coming down? Let's do the same to this one. Loosen it up a bit, and let's see if this tension comes. You see, loosen it up. This belt comes off like butter. Right there, and it dropped. So, based on this adjustment of the motor, that's how you deal with the tension here. So I was told the belts for this is A50. And that's what's written here, 2 pieces, A50. So I went out and got A50 belts. Now I'm looking at it. This belt that's here is an A48, which is a little bit smaller. Come on. So what's gonna happen now is I'm just gonna have to give it a different tension, because listen, we're already here. Let's see how this would even work. Before it was up to here, but look how loose that is. You're gonna want to drop it down. Do a little something like that. We can still make this work. It's just gonna be a completely different adjustment. And you know, it is what it is. I'm gonna tighten the ones in the back to that point where it stopped. You don't want it too tight, but you don't want it too loose either. Let's see, right there maybe. Tighten this thing up. Let's tighten this up by hand. Luckily it's loose like that, because you'll be in a world of pain if not. Like that. Loosen a little bit maybe, honey. Push it a little more. Tighten that. That'll hold it in place. Tighten that. All right, we're gonna have to mess around with it. I also have belt dressing for V-belts, and that should help with the squeaking sounds as well. Let's see if that helps. Some gloves on, and pretty much I'm gonna get this on there. I might want to do this on the outside. Basically, you're gonna lubricate this belt so it doesn't dry out and crack out as fast as the other one did. So I can hear it even right now while it's going. It's quiet. Yeah, you might want to do this outside the unit, but that sounds nice and smooth right there. No cracking. And that belt looked pretty dry, to be honest with you. So let's just get the right tension, tighten it up, and do the same for the other side. So now I'm gonna hold back here on one side. Let's make sure it's tight. Hold back there and tighten these up together. Man, these wrenches are great. Right there. That's real tight, you can't even get it out. And I'll do the same for the other side. Hold back here. So this one also needs to be changed. Honestly, it doesn't matter if this gets stretched out because it's coming out. So take that out and it's good to go. Let me see the new belt over there. I mean, you're not gonna adjust anything now. You have to adjust this because now you got the wrong belt in here now. Man, you can't trust anything. Look, put that in there. This thing is loose, man. So you gotta do this the right way either way. So let me get some new gloves. Let me get a box of gloves, please. And we're gonna do the same thing here. All right, it's time for Christian to step up and loosen that thing up. So let's get those nuts loose from that bolt, and let's get this adjusted properly. Hey, you see this? That ain't no good. So let's loosen it up. That motor's probably needs to come down a bit. Towards the right side of the wheel, has to come down a bit. All right, that's loose.
Yep.
Now the back side, you gotta loosen it up. Maybe you could do that by hand now. Can you?
No.
You gotta do it a little bit more. I don't think you gotta hold back. That one you could?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's bring that back to whatever you can. Alright. And then we're gonna do the same for the other side. But real quick, let me take this off and lubricate this belt using V-belt dressing. It says it extends the belt life, stops squealing and chattering. So we'll see. And apparently it prevents slippage as well. Pretty cool. So as far as this, I will do this outside of the unit. I think that's a better idea. Some people have some mixed remarks about this. I know sometimes I literally just put this on a system and they got quiet, which is pretty amazing. Okay, let's do the inside as well. This is ready to go. You want to lift it up a bit while you put this on, so the tension is loose, so it can go right. No, bring it up so it can go right on. Then we can see how loose that is. Let's drop it. That already is better. Put a little muscle into it. Find a nice tension and tighten it down, all right?
Yeah.
And that's it. And there you go. Holding it back with one wrench and tightening with the other. Make it nice and tight. You don't want that thing shifting. Good stuff. You probably have a lot of chattering and buzzing and rumbling from here too, because where's the screws for this? Dude, tape this thing. Yeah. Screw missing. Nothing here. Screw missing. Come on. There's a screw here holding it. But then this is missing. This is missing. Look. That thing. You're gonna have problems. So let's make sure we got screws in here. Oh, it's not on there. Okay. And let's see, is anything loose here? I don't know. Let's see what happens when we turn it on. Tension's good, belts are good. We got new belts, but this thing is noisy. It's this housing right here. Look, when I press it. When it's like that, everything is nice and quiet. I let go. It's all good. When I move it, everything is loud, man. I have to adjust this somehow. I don't know if something's loose or what. But the housing is making noise now, but at least we got new belts. Alright, check it out, Chris. Press down on this cover right here. Pretty quiet. Let go. Press down. Smooth. Yeah. Alright, and look. Let go. There's supposed to be a screw here. It's missing. A lot of the screws are missing on these covers. There's probably another one here. More noise. I'll show you guys a quick hack. And I'll fix this right now. Check it out. Make a noise, huh? I'm gonna figure out something else, but let's see something. You like that? Nice and quiet. That's it. I pay the bill, you feel me? Nice and quiet. Gotta put some screws on this thing because you got a little bit of shaking. But it's nice and quiet too. Got a little bit of shaking on there. But this thing is quiet. Let's take off this cover before I drill into something I'm not supposed to. Definitely don't want to go into the blade, so I gotta take this one off to remove this one. So let's take off this cover. Yeah. Bottom cover's off. It says right here. It looks like I'm being held by something here. I think a screw broke off or something from vibration. Hold on to this. Yeah. So don't fall. Might pry this a bit. There we go. Right. Pull it down. Pull it towards you and pull it down. Yeah. Same thing here, huh? Yeah. Hold on. What the heck? Ooh, all right. Now bring it down. Right. Okay. So when we put a screw, when I push down, a little something here, that's what's making the noise. So this is our fan blower. Okay. Something here. Maybe we can see if these are all tight here. That's holding this in place. I think something got loose. But basically when we push on this or something, it quiets it down. So we got some bolts here. Let's tighten all those to make sure and see what's going on. Can't really get much in there. Let's see. That's pretty tight. Make sure all this stuff is tight. That's tight. That could have used a little bit of love. For the fact when we press down on it and it gets quiet, that's pretty much telling me that the blade is actually balanced and everything. And the motor is just... something's up with that. Let's tighten all these. This one looks a little bit off. Come on, give me something. Give me a sign. That's loose. Perfect. I knew it. This thing is loose. There's a huge gap here. And I can feel it. Look how much I'm going to tighten down on this. There we go. Come on. Hopefully this makes things tighter. Or is this thing just free spinning at this point? Is it? This fitting here, that's like for multiple sizes. You kind of do, it's like a universal bit. Let's see if that fits in there. Oh man. That thing didn't get tight. That thing got loose. I can see how this is flat here? There's a big gap here. How high does this blade go? Now, I would hate to put some 5/16 in there. But that thing is legit free spinning. That's not doing anything. That's not getting tighter. Let me see, can I fit my finger in there? No. I hate to do it like this, but let's see if this helps anything. Something got tighter there. I don't think this is a good idea, but it's better than cardboard right now. Definitely a lot better. What about over here? It sounds like the fan is running. Maybe I'll put a screw through here too, because it opens up. Honestly, it sounds already better. I think it's done over there. All right, check it out, guys. nice and quiet. Had to drill in a little screw there, and also I put back all the proper screws that are supposed to be here. And all here, everything that was missing, put in screws everywhere. Hold this thing tight. Even put screws here. Everything was like out there and making noise. But I'd say this is a success right here. It's nice and quiet here now. It was pretty loud before. This is a packaged water source heat pump. Right here we have water pipes coming through. All right, but right now, actually within this duct, you see these two branch into this one duct. We actually have a hot water system coming to it. So we have right there HWC hot water coil number 1. Okay, I can touch it and it's nice and hot. That means that right here, this actuator, this Belimo actuator, I can tell by the orange color, has opened and it's passing water through it, which is awesome. So that's how they're getting heat now, and it's just a way to stay energy efficient when you don't got to run 2 large compressors. But this right here was a beautiful thing. And yes, this is that building. We got all these little packaged water source heat pumps in the wall. Very tall building, only a few years old. And we're pretty much gonna wrap this one up here. It really truly was a beautiful thing. If anyone found this video interesting or helpful, please drop a like, comment, and subscribe as I come out with new videos every week. And I'll catch you all next time.